What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Monday, May the 23rd, 2022. And in this video, we're going to be talking about COTPS. That's right, COTPS. And what is going on, right? We were given an announcement a couple days ago that it was going to be on the 22nd, that everything was going to be fixed, and the Binance issue and all this stuff. And we talked about it. We shared our opinion. But it's now the 23rd. And there is yet another announcement. And you guys can take it how you want to, but I'm just here to bring the information, and then I'll tell you my opinion after I'm done bringing that information. So before we get started, I want to remind all of you that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube who is cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less. If you like this content, though, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on in BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Let's go ahead and get into the back office, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. All right, so important notice, system notification. Y'all ready for this? At 23:05 U.S. time, May 22nd, we were attacked by an illegal network and received a ransom email from an unknown hacker. The attack resulted in the loss of user data, and the platform is no longer functioning properly. We immediately commissioned a major network security provider to thoroughly analyze the problems caused by this attack, and data recovery has already begun. Recovery is expected to take 3 to 5 weeks. We are very sorry for this. And this is a system notification. We're not talking about no Twitter pages. We're not talking, because there's been so much here and there about Twitter. Is the Twitter real? Is it not real? I don't know. But we're here right on the platform's website, and it's giving us this information. So, like I said before, this shows all the red flags of a falling platform. It's just what these platforms do. They string people along. They make you feel like, oh, this is something that's going to be here. It's going to be happening. It's going to be something we can count on for a long time. No, a long time for this platform was the amount of months that it was around, or years, or whatever, however long. So as you can see, my total assets right now is not showing. If I go to my team, so everything is a little bit effed up right now. You can't even see your own information here in the back office. So, this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is the end of COTPS. I don't know anybody in their right mind that is going to be sitting here waiting 3 to 5 weeks for you guys to fix this issue. And it started with an SMS issue. Now, this is my thing, right? I'm going to just get this off so I'm not fueled by the site of the COTP website while I'm saying this, okay? When a platform starts having these payment issues and they go on for days and weeks at a time. It's been weeks now we've been having this issue with COTPS. You need to start preparing yourself for the platform to go away. Now, I had a bit of a foreshadowing moment right before this went away. I let everybody know. I said, make sure you're getting to the black and withdrawing. Don't just get so excited by seeing the numbers in this platform or how much you've earned in this platform that you don't withdraw at all, that you don't at least take your profit out. Now, we handled different platforms in different ways, okay? This was a platform that a lot of us believed was not a lot of risk because there was an arbitrage system, there was this and that. And the real reason that I believe that this platform got so popular is because there were scripts developed, there was technology that was added from the outside of the platform to help assist in making the money-making process in this platform even faster. A lot of you remember having to manually click that trading button every 2 hours or so. And for some of you, that was just cool. For others of you, you wanted the script. And I was one of those that wanted the script early on in my journey, all right? At a certain point, after I'd been sharing this platform and earning from this platform, having success, I decided that I was just going to start withdrawing. That was it. I wasn't going to press the profit button, nothing. I was just going to withdraw every day because that is how I was managing my risk in this platform. This is before we even had issues with the SMS code. And some of you that have been watching my videos, you already know, you understand that that is what I was doing. So With that being said, I don't believe the COTPS will be coming back. I think this is the end of COTPS. Of course, if they come back in the next 3 to 5 weeks or sooner, we'll talk about it. And, of course, we'll be happy to share that we're back in it. But with all of our balances not showing and them blaming, they've blamed 3 different things so far. The first time they blamed their SMS provider, which is simply just a text message getting to your phone on time, right? It wasn't happening. Then the next problem was Binance, right? In Spanish, Binance. On Binance, they were saying they were having some issues. A lot of people were like, well, you got to check at Binance. Binance is having this problem, is having this. And now we have finally got to what could be the real reason or the fake reason. I think they just ran off with the money. That's just what happens in the space sometimes. But they said that they have been hacked by an unknown hacker. Now, if I had a penny or a dime for every platform that said they got hacked that I've been in over the last year, I wouldn't be rich, but I'd have some pennies and dimes, all right? Because these things happen, all right? That's why it's very important that we manage our risk in platforms like this, okay? This platform hasn't, to our knowledge, even been around for a year. I know for us it hasn't been around for 6 months. So it doesn't deserve the kind of capital put in. It didn't deserve the kind of capital put in that a lot of people were putting in. And that was just their own risk management. They believed that, well, hopefully they believed that whatever money they were able to put in, they were willing to lose, right? And I want to just share something with a lot of you because I know a lot of you are going to be watching this video that aren't involved in any other platforms, or you may not even be, you may not even want to be involved with any platforms going forward. And that's okay. That's your choice. But I want to read something to you guys that I read earlier today. And this is by another one of the leaders in the space called Raghu Gary, who has this 1/3 rule. And I want to make sure I quote him because he's the developer of this rule. And I believe it's an amazing rule that people should be applying. They should be applying to this space, okay? The first rule of this 1/3 rule is never, ever play with money that you cannot afford to lose, okay? That's rule number 1. We say that all the time here, all right? Number 2, once you invest that money, forget that you ever had it, all right? Now, that's more of a mindset thing because you want to forget that you ever had it because just in case it goes away, you're not hurt by it. It doesn't hurt your psyche. It doesn't hurt your heart. It doesn't hurt your emotions, all right? But at the end of the day, you still want to pay attention to that money. So you don't want to completely, this is my opinion to that rule, you don't want to completely forget that you had it because, of course, in my own risk management, I like to withdraw every day. And if I forgot that I had it, then I might forget to withdraw. So, that's here nor there. But understand the rule for what it is. Once you invest that money for your own mindset and for your own heart sake, forget that you ever had it. All right. Number 3, never think about making your money back. If you do, you will be lucky if you make a dime. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Number 4, once you start to make money on your money, split these profits into 3 directions, okay? Now, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I'm just sharing this information with you guys because there's a lot of people that have made success by following these rules, okay? So it says once you start to make money on your money, split these profits into 3 directions, all right? 1/3 of it goes to pay down any debt that you have. The other third, the second third is used to reinvest into another money. I said monkey. Okay, let me start that over. 1/3 goes to pay down any debt you have. Another third goes to reinvest into a money-making program. And the other third, which is the third, is split in half. 1/2 to pay your taxes and the other half to have some fun. All right, so that's just a rule that I feel like will help all the listeners out here in the space. That was made by Raghu Gary, who's another leader in this space. So shout out to Mr. Raghu Gary for sharing with us his 1/3 rule. But for everyone that is out here that is in COTPS, that is looking for it to come back, I want everyone to know, these are the kind of things that happen in this space. Platforms can be here today and gone tomorrow. And no matter how much money you have made or how much money you have put in, they will string you along at the end. A lot of people are under the assumption that, oh, just because they left their website up, they must be coming back. Or, oh, we can trace their wallet addresses. It has so much money. They must be coming back. Or all this different stuff. Guys, listen, all of that stuff don't matter. We've seen the prettiest platforms go away. We've seen the ugliest platforms stay. We've seen the most paying out platforms go away, and we've seen the least paying out platforms stay. Like, we've seen so much. So you can't base one platform off the other platform, but you have to learn from each platform. And then, of course, decide if this is still a space that you want to play in. This is a risky space, ladies and gentlemen. I am not going to act like it's not. However, the reward has been way greater than the risk, but you got to play the game. If you're in one of these platforms and you're not sharing this with the masses, then you're not helping to manage your risk. If you are putting way more in than you are affording to lose, that you can afford to lose, if you're putting mortgage money, grocery money, bill money, rent money, children's college money, surgery money, money that you're not willing to lose completely, you're not doing this right, okay? Just because you see other people put in thousands of dollars does not mean that you have to put in there. There are minimum deposits for a reason. Some of you are going to want to, quicker results. And for sometimes in these platforms, the easiest way to get quicker results is to put in more money. And if you're willing to take that risk, then it's there for you to take. However, I want to remind all of you that this is not the space to be playing around, okay? If you get into a platform, you better stay up on it. You better stay up on the information. You better stay updated. That's a part of the reason why you see me do videos almost every day, okay? Because there's so much to talk about. There's always changes. There's always things going on in these platforms, and you have to stay. If you're going to be in the game, you got to stay informed. It's almost like watching tape and watching film. You have to stay informed about your opponent. And not to say these platforms are your opponent, because a lot of times you're working with them to create income, to create passive income or active income if you're sharing. However, if you're not staying up, you might miss out on some pertinent details that would save you some money. There are still people that had made deposits over this time that the platform has been going through issues. So I put dates on all my videos. I don't do the playlist thing because that takes way too much time that I just don't have. So if you are able to stay up on these videos, I try to do the best that I can to keep people updated. If not, there are hundreds of people talking about these platforms on YouTube. Get on the website. I mean, they're giving you updates here on the website. I personally will not be holding my breath for 3 weeks or 5 weeks or any of that time waiting on Cotps to come back. That's just not how I roll. We're moving on. We've got a whole lot of platforms out here, and there's more to come. There will always be platforms out here that are paying. It's just about finding the right ones, finding the best ones, and deciding how we want to stand in them, what our skin in the game is going to be in them, what our foothold is going to be a part of this platforms. So that being said, I want to just put this out there. Make sure you put your 2FAs on all the platforms that will allow you, and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Cotps apparently wasn't strapped enough, so they got hacked. They had SMS problems, and they had Binance problems, and now they're gotten hacked. Oh my goodness, so original, right? Not that original, guys. We've been at this for a long time, and we've seen stuff like this happen. But one thing that I want to say, and I heard my brother Jackson say this morning in his Facebook Live. Last year around this time, there was a lot of people that were seeing these platforms for the first time, and they were in this similar predicament. Some of you have gotten into Cotps in the last couple weeks. Some of you guys have been involved for the last few months, and you've seen a massive profit, or you've had success, and some of you haven't. And I'll just share this, and this is what Jackson said. Jackson said, if I would have stopped then I would not be where I am right now. And I have to second that sentiment. If I would have stopped then, when I had my first issue with my first platform, then I never would have seen the hundreds of thousands of dollars that we have made in this journey thus far. In just a year. In just a year, ladies and gentlemen. So sometimes you just got to stay in the game. You got to stay in the race. You got to get creative. I had to start a YouTube channel. Some of you will have to start Telegram groups. Some of you will have to, share these opportunities with other people. But the amount of reward there is for the amount of risk in this space can be amazing. You just might have to change the way you do things. So I always tell people, look, start a YouTube channel. Start talking about your experiences. Share your opinions. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of you have signed different things, you know, with your local and state and national governments that don't allow you to get on YouTube and different things like that. So you have to wait till those contracts are over, and that's perfectly fine. You have to do what you got to do for your family. You still got jobs, still got to make money, right? But please believe that for those that stay involved and stay in the race and stay in the game, it'll get greater later. May not feel like it right now, but it'll get greater later. That being said, I will see y'all in the next one. Put your 2FAs and all that stuff. Wild, Wild West, it is. So stay strapped. If you like this content, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified about everything going on here at BOJ, hit the notification bell. This is Cotps, and pretty much I'm saying bye-bye. I had over $100,000 in here. I can't really show you that now because it's not showing any details or anything like that. Am I holding my breath waiting for 3 to 5 weeks? Heck no. Heck no. And I suggest none of you do the same. Forget that you were ever involved with Cotps. In my opinion, it is just here for the story of being like, wow, that was awesome. But there will be more stuff out here like this. We'll continue to find stuff that pays. We'll continue to find stuff that's have success. That is why we have a good track record here at BOJ. And then when things go down, we're going to talk about it. We're not afraid to talk about the bad times because you need bad times to help shape the good times, all right? I will see y'all in the next one. This is a Cotps update. Peace out.